Welcome to all. Today we discuss about Shaper Machine, presented by S. Salagar, Assistant Professor Mechanical in the Sun College of Engineering and Technology. This is a realistic animation video of heavy-duty Shaper machine. Shaper is a single-point cutting tool machine used to make a surface machining, keyway cutting, and angular keyways. In this video, we are going to discuss about the process, parts, types, and applications of Shaper machine. It is a realistic picture of a heavy-duty Shaper machine. So most of Shaper machine used to make a horizontal, vertical, or in a flat surfaces. The workpiece is held to table. To ram is held to the tool. Forward stroke, the ram is holding the tool and to make a cutting stroke. Reverse is in a ideal stroke. There is no metal cut in return stroke. The rotary motion of a drive is converted into reciprocating motion of ram holding the tool. To reduce the total machine time, it allows the ram to move slower. It comes faster in a return stroke. It is called as a quick return mechanism. Parts of Shaper machine: base, column, cross right, table, ram, ram locking system, stroke position wheel arrangements, tool post, tool slide, feed disc, elevating screws. Base is a heavy casting material. It's withstand that overall vibration on which all parts of the shaper to be mounted in that base. Next is a column. It is in a vertical beam. Two accurately machined guideways are provided at the top of column to fix the ram. As a cover to the drive mechanism, all suppose the reciprocating ram and the work table. Next is a cross rail. Cross rail is a vertical movement is given to the table by raising and lowering the cross rail by using elevating screws. By moving the saddle using the cross feed screws to get an automatic feed mechanism. Table is a heavy casting material. It is provided by crosswise and vertical movement. The table can be swiveled at any required angle by using a swivel base. The table clamped with the table support to make it more rigid. Ram is a heavy casting material. It holds the overall vibration of cutting stroke. The cutting action only in a forward for the ram. Sliding movement of the tool in the reverse stroke is in an ideal stroke. The tool gets has swivel base degree graduation. It fixed in front of our ram. For machining inclined surfaces on the workpieces used of swivel base. This is the mechanism. A quick return mechanism is used to convert rotary motion into a linear motion. In a normal slider crank mechanism, the forward reciprocating motion is slower than the return stroke. It is in the video that entire 360 degree it will be circulated. Timing of cutting stroke A, it is in a forward stroke. Return stroke is in a B. Comparatively, A is taking more time to get in a forward stroke. So automatically that forward stroke is moves on slower and the return stroke is comes on faster. So types of shaper machines. Based on the driving mechanism, it's going to be classified into crank type shaper machine, gear type shaper machine, hydraulic type shaper machines. Based on the ram travel, it's going to classify horizontal shaper machine, vertical shaper machine. Based on the table design, standard shaper machine, universal shaper machine. Based on the cutting strokes, it's going to be classified push cut type machines, draw cut type machines, crank type shaper machines. This is the crank type shaper machine used to hold the workpiece on the table. The tool is reciprocating in a motion equal to the length of stroke is desired, while the work is climbed in position at an adjustable table. The crank shaper employs to get in a forward stroke. The bull gear mechanisms used to make in a forward stroke and to get in a circular motion. The reciprocating motions provides the cutting action. Gear type shaper machine. It's mainly used to get in a heavy duty applications. The ram is affecting due to the reciprocating motion with the rack and pinion. The rack teeth are cut directly below the ram mesh within a spur gear. The speed and the direction in which machine will describe. Number of gears in the gear train. This type of shapers is not widely used in an industry because it is in a heavy duty application oriented machine. Hydraulic shaper machine. To getting in the hydraulic power, we are getting in the forward and reverse stroke. The hydraulic shaper used the oil under the high pressure. The end of the piston rod is connected to the ram. The high pressure oil first acts as on the one side to move the piston and then to get in the return stroke. Piston to reciprocating and the motion is transmitted to the ram. The cutting speed and the force of ram drive are constant. Without making noise and operating, it's very quickly and quietly. Horizontal shaper machine. It is in a normal, wide, industrial user machine. The ram holding the tool in a horizontal axis to reciprocate. Flat surfaces, external grooves and keyways can be machined. Vertical shaper machine. In another word, is called as a slaughter machine. Ram reciprocating is in vertical plane. Crank driven, rack driven, screw can be driven and the hydraulic power it can be used to drive. Internal surfaces, keyway, slats and grooves can be machined. The cross, longitudinals and the rotary movements can be achieved. Standard shaper machines. What are the standards can be followed? The table has only two movements, vertical and horizontal, to give the feed. The table is not supporting at the outer end. Universal shaper machine. Based on the table, the universal machines can be used. Two movements of can be achieved easily, vertical as well as in a horizontal. Inclined axis and also it can be swivel on its own axis. It is suitable for a different type of operations. It is commonly using in the tool room areas. Next is a push cut shaper machine. The metal is removed in the forward motion of ram. This is the most common used type of shaper machines. Next is a draw cut. The metal is removed in the backward motion of ram. The tool is fixed in the tool head in a reverse direction. The cutting action in the reverse stroke of the ram. It is in a special purpose machine. What are the applications of shaper machine? To produce the straight and the flat surfaces on the workpiece. To smooth the rough surfaces. It is used to create an internal partition and splints. Used in making of gear teeths. To make a dovetail, slides and joints. To produce keyways in pulleys or in gears. Thank you.